afternoon to anybody joining us. Here we are with the ERF. It is the pre-qualification for the 24 Hours of Spa, which will commence next weekend. This will be a qualifying session divided into 4 short periods, 4 15-minute slots, I believe, where each driver will get a couple of runs. And the top 9 drivers, oh, there was some interesting lag there. I'm taking we have a PS4 host. Will be the top 9 drivers will go through to the qualification next week, ready for the 24-hour race. It will be done on the quickest average times across the multiple runs that you will get. And good news, people, I have managed to fix my old Steam-powered PC so I can actually read the chat properly again. Yes, Ponyboy is back with eyes and ears and everything now. We've got some quick guys in here with some quick teams. We will go through the teams as we see them live. And we'll see who has joined us. We've got Mr. Capperman has joined us. Good afternoon, sir. I am a little bit rusty. I haven't been online for a while doing this kind of thing, but my life has been a little bit topsy-turvy, to say the least. But we are back, and it is good to be back with you guys, watching some of these aliens battle this fabulous track. I'm sure I've got the proper names on, but we do have one guy here who will not be repeating that name live, or should we? Well, why not? Waxy strap on there. In that lovely Lamborghini. Nothing has officially started yet. These guys just warming up, finding their pace, finding their braking points, seeing what grip they do have in this lobby. Time at the moment is 2:16.3 since I have been in the lobby by Ariana. The Lamborghini there, that is a Race Asylum livery. I recognise it because I stole one the other day just to taunt some of the MRL guys. So let's see who else we have got with us now. Things should kick off on the hour. So we've got a few minutes yet to go. I say quickest at the moment was Ariana with that 2:16.3. I know we'll see some quicker times than that. Got that fabulous looking R8 there. The R8 does seem to have come back into favour of late. I remember when the game was launched, that was one of the undrivable cars. Very pretty, but it was the same with GT Sport, to be honest. If you clicked with it, it was a great car. If you didn't, it was horrendous. But they do seem to be finding some good times with the R8 now. We do seem to be suffering from a bit of lag. I'm hoping that we do have Waxy strap on now with a 2:14.6. That's a good lap there. Ridwan F1 in the RSR there. That's a nice tiny looking livery, isn't it? Lots of little details there. Looks quite plain, but when you actually look close, quite a lot going on. Just make sure my phone is on silent. We don't want to be listening to any of that while we're doing this. Now we have an R8, we have a Lamborghini, we have the Porsche. And there we have another R8 there. And the AMG parked up nicely. Another AMG, always a pop in the car and always great off the start. Very good in a sprint race for that reason. Speed Hunter there, we know, very quick guy. And there we have MRL Golf. Again, in the RSR. We'll get the team listings up shortly and go through that with you guys. How many people have we got watching now? It's been that long, I don't even know where that's gone. Perhaps it's nobody, that's why. Well, I know I have at least one. I know we have Mr. T with us. There we are. There we have the listings as we get ready here for the first run. And we do have 12 people join us. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this pre-qualifying session to see who will qualify for the qualification next week for the 24 hours of Spa. Oh no, and it was my mistake. It was just Golf going back into the pits. I don't think this is the official start, or is it? I don't know. No, still not quite on the hour. So let's go through the teams, shall we? The RSR is one of the ones not on the spotter's guide as far as I can tell. I could be dreaming. But no, as it is MRL Golf, I would imagine that is one of the MRL teams. And we are about to get underway as Philo giving it the good luck and starting soon notifications. Quite a few, another R8 and another AMG there. The R8, I think that's the Italia course R8 parts up there. Alongside, oh, the CLR Ray Racing AMG. Who have we got in the CLR there? Hard to tell which car is which, and we are go. So the first 15-minute session is underway. Theo Servo there. Suddenly remembered to change his tyres there. Going out for a qualifying session on mediums, or has he gone out on the mediums? I don't know, we'll have a look at that possibly later. There we see the white and green R8 there of the Temanello Racing team. One of the first out onto track, in fact the first, even though listed as fourth. And making his way. Who have we got there? Oh, is that one of the Finnish teams? Yes, that's the GT Finland Racers car, I believe. Yes, you can't see the roof on the picture. Nice there with the pink stripe, that makes it stand out a little bit more than last time I streamed one of the races they took part in. A very quick team, these Finnish. And they have got two cars with us today. Ah, this is the pink car, so yes, we can see the pink spoiler there. But they have got two cars competing, one with the pink, one without, I believe. Let's have a look at Speed Hunter there in the Track Design Racing AMG. Gives us a good chance to have a look at everybody's car and some of these lovely liveries while they're on their outlap. But we'll kind of keep a track of who's in what position, so give us a good idea of the splits for the first flying laps. R8 we've already seen in the R8. the CLR Ray Racing R8 there. Oh, wow, how quickly we come to the end of this first lap. As we see the first cars start their flying lap on the run down to Eau Rouge. Such a fantastic circuit, Spa. It never gets boring. Even when you know it top to bottom, it's always a challenge. But we do expect to see some times well down into the 214s again by these aliens. And we will stick with the first car, the Tavanello Racing Team, to see what the first split is, and it is a 38.5. A 38.7 for Speed Hunter. Didn't quite catch the others, so we'll try and jump back a bit. 39.2 there. So a good first sector there for the Tavanello Racing Team. As we do focus on the CLR Ray Racing AMG for a split second. Driven by Costa there. Oh, getting it all a little bit sideways. I've found that since the new physics, you do have to be so careful on the brakes now. So light at the point when you're coming off the brake. Oh, and a little bit deep there, but keeps it going. There, the Italia course. R8 there. Again, another lovely looking livery. Should be nice and easy to spot. Even though it's quite dark, them back colours with the red and the green really stand out. And we have the Clockwork Motorsports BMW M6 there. So another BM there, blazoned with the pink again. And there is some genius livery makers within this group. And in P8, the MLR car there, the Porsche RSR. And we have the first time in, it is a 2:15.5, but Speed Hunter straight away in the 214s with a 2:14.9 takes him to the top of the pile. 2:15.5 for the Tavanello Racing Team there in P2, R8 Honor in P3. For CLR Ray Racing, Ridwan F1 in P4. What team is that again? It's at the bottom of the screen. It's Spider GT. I should remember that one. Just remember that my wife's really scared of it. As we see, wax your strap on, go up to P1 with a 2:14.6 there. In the Lamborghini. Not quite sure of the team. There we go. That's a Syndicate Sector Racing Hurricane. But excellent times already out of the bag on the first run. We got the finish in P5 with a 2:16.4. But these guys are just warming up. Spider in P6, Clockwork Motorsport in P7, MRL in P8, CLR Ray Racing AMG in P9, P10 is the Italia Course Team, and that is it for now. Oh, what a big moment there for Waxy strap on the Hurricane, and that bit of AstroTurf really bit him there and into the wall. Have we got replay? Shall we have a look at that again, shall we? Oh, and full front end damage, as we can see. I probably shouldn't have done that because now we've got all the details on the bottom, so I am going to have to get all that back off. And hopefully we won't have the drama of having the refuel thing come up every lap now. have got DMP Bud with us, and Showman, and Slim Jesus. Good afternoon, gents. I've probably got all your names pronounced wrong, but it's all with good intentions. So Waxy strap on in, probably change his tyres, but and get that damage repaired. Ooh, and a big moment there for Speed Hunter. The only thing I don't like about Spa is the lack of sectors. I mean, it's a big track, to have only 3 split times is ridiculous in my eyes. The gap between the first split and the second split is longer than most laps. Who's driving the GTF R67? Oh, I'm not sure. So won't be a Porsche, it's a GTR. Number 67, I'm not sure, that'll be the second of the Finland races. I don't actually have the drivers list here with me, unfortunately. But the 67 car, not with us right yet, I'm sure it'll be in one of the latter rounds. Absolutely, Mr. T, that is a very good time. We will have a quick flick through the times. It is a 2:14.6, currently the quickest time, followed by a 2:14.9. And we're into the 2:15s with the 2:15.5. Quite a big jump there, 0.6 of a second between P2 and P3. As we did see an improvement there. Who's that? Askew up into P4 did improve with the 2:16.2. P5 we have Cross for the Clockwork Motorsport team with a 2:16.2 also. Ridwan for Spider GT team with a 2:16.4. It does get very close once you get down to P4. P7 and Costa with the CLR Ray Racing AMG with a 2:16.8. MRL Golf, the 2:16.9, he is slightly improving this lap. What can he do? Can he move up the order any? I mean, there is only 39 thousandths between himself and P7 Costa. For the CLR Ray boys. P9 at 2:18.9 at the minute. I think there will be a big improvement from the Italia course team. Let's stay with them at the moment. They are 4 seconds off the lead. And we have lost one. We did have 10 in the through. Oh, that would have been Philo actually, wouldn't it? So half of these guys will be eliminated, well, half of the teams. At the end of this session, well, not this session, but the end of today. And Speed Hunter improves to the 2:14.8. Still keeps him in second, but bunches it up. Oh, and Ridwan improved there. What did he go to? I think that was P4 with a 2:15.8. For Spider GT, good time there. And Costa did improve massively there for the Italia Corsa team, whereas that put him up to P7 with a 2:16.8. How did our other Italian friend fare? He's just coming up to cross the finishing line now. And doesn't improve. 2:19.0. Will there be any time for improvement? I'm not sure what the tyre wear, if it's on. Mr. T, have we got tyre wear on? I could have a look, but I could also ruin the viewing pleasure of everybody else. Lloyd Waxy doing it again. What a performance. Absolutely, mate. What outstanding first lap. No tyre and fuel wear, thank you, sir. I didn't think so for qualifying. And the times kind of reflect that as well, but you never know with these guys. Like I say, they are not from this planet. Have we got any more in the 214s? No, it is still that first quickest flying lap for P3 for the Travanello Racing Team. That 2:15.5 in P3. But the gap at the front down to just 2/10 now with that amazing lap from Waxy Strap-on with that 2:14.6. And he is done now. That is him done for the session. Can Speed Hunter improve? Like you say, there is no need to stop for tyres or fuel. He will have as much grip now as he did on the first lap. Who is that in front of him? It is one of the R8s. It is the Tavanello Racing Team. So P2 and P3 circulating together. Will there be any improvement? Let's have a look, shall we, as they cross the line. No improvement, and a 2:15.6 there, so no over half a second time. We've got C Spider GT in the background in P4, and well off the pace there with the 2:18.2, but a good previous lap with that 2:15.8. P5, 2:16.2 on lap 4 for the Finnish racers. Sorry, Finland racers. I'll get it right by next week, don't you worry about that, guys. Cross 24 Clockwork Motorsport with that 2:16.2, keeping him still in P6. MRL Gal for that 2:16.4 in P7. Costa did improve with the 2:16.7 last time round. We'll have a chance to finish this lap, but it will be his final flying lap, as it will be for everybody. And last but not least, can he improve? No, he can't. But he should get to finish this lap, I think. I might be wrong, but I think he will. But there again, I think that could have been a penalty. Looks a little bit wide through Eau Rouge. And will he get away with it? Because they do throw the penalties up quite late on this circuit. No, he got away with that just. Must have just kept a wheel on the curb. We'll come straight back here. Let's see if anybody else moved. Waxy Strap-on has finished. Speed Hunter still looks like he's pushing, even though comfortable, but he is 8/10 down on his quickest lap. P3 does look he's stretched the gap between himself and Speed Hunter a little, so it looks like he could be on a good lap here. But he has got a comfortable 3/10 between himself and Ridwan in P4 for the Spider GT team. Very close between 5 and 6, only 46 thousandths of a second. Oh, and Costa does improve. He's in P7. Losing time but not a place. Oh, and just outside his best time. Can Galf improve? No, but 2:17.3 that time round. Only 6 thousandths off though out of Costa in P7 for the CLRA team. Who else do we have on track? We know we have P9 and they are done. Well, a good job there, mate. Lap there by Waxy Strap-on and Speed Hunter with the 2:14.6 and a 2:14.8. The only two drivers in the 2:14s. So let's go. Not sure what happened to the Italia course team there, as they apparently didn't finish. But there you have your standings. It was Waxy Strap on in first, TDR Speed Hunter. So might as well say the team is Syndicate Sector Racing in first. Followed by the Track Design AMG there in P2. The Tavernello Racing Team in P3. Spider GT P4. And we have the Finland Racers in P5. Clockwork Motorsport P6. CLR Ray Team 7. And P8 is MRL. P9 would have been the Italia course team, but they've not come up on the listings, but their time was set. Well, let's see what happens in the next 15-minute session. So let's come out of this as we see some of the other teams joining. Let's see who we've got, shall we? We have got Mr. Checo for Gran Turismo Morocco. I am going to shorten that to GT Morocco if you guys do not mind. I'm sure that's not offensive to anybody. If it is, I'd apologise in advance, but hey. There's another Porsche there. I don't recognise the livery. Hodgson GT. Is that in the list? Yes, it is. It's the Transatlantic Racing. I think, is it? Yes, it is. It just looks slightly darker on the thumbnail than it does in real life. And we have the second of the Finland races, driven by Battle Guys there. Be interesting to see how quick he is. Oh, Atim Grant as well. So we have a couple of Finnish guys in here. Lots of A+ rankings up there. We have Checo with the D. Rankings obviously mean nothing. It's only if you do daily races, which I know it's one thing I stay away from. I know we'll have R8 Honor with us in this one. That's CLR Ray Racing in the R8. Oh, and a McLaren there for the Hong Kong driver. Let's see who's in the McLaren. It's the Panthera Racing. Her name has rolled off my tongue many a time before. And the yellow and blue Porsche there of Aquapax Racing. Aquapax? Yeah, we've got Aquapax. Aquapax Racing there. Let's have a look. Let's go on track, shall we, and look at some of these cars rather than looking at the thumbnails. They look better when they're moving rather than just a picture of a screen. Oh, why have the names come back up now? hate the way this game changes all your settings just because you've chose something else once. Or, yeah. GT Sport didn't do that. As a streamer, GT Sport was a far superior model to work with. But as a racer, obviously GT7 does keep improving. There we have PRT Walter in P2 there. That's a car we've not looked at. Another 911 RSR there. Which again is another car I don't think's in our listings. Because there were a few that didn't get their liveries in time. Not complaining, guys. It's nothing to do with me. But whatever team that is, does it say anywhere? Does look familiar. I'm sure someone will tell me. Sliced bread, yes indeed, mate. There are some cracking liveries on these cars. Cracking liveries, aliens driving them. It's the complete package, really, isn't it? We've got a shout out for the GTMA, so that'll be Checo in P5. Well, not in P5, but that's the Lexus. For the GT Morocco. We'll have a look. Who else have we got on track that we haven't seen? P3, Liam. That is the Porsche we mentioned earlier, wasn't it? Aquapax Racing. I'm just getting a little breather in the pits, I think, before they get underway. Just trying to read the team name then as I went round the corner. Somebody joined the wrong session, apparently. That'll be Ariana. I think that's because he went to start the first one, but then came out, I think. Ah, thank you, Mr. T. Poison Racing. I thought it said Passion Racing, so that would have been a million miles away from Poison Racing. It did begin with a P and end with an N. Yes, I did get a proper view of that there. The Poison Racing Porsche, the purple Poison Racing Porsche. There you get your lips around that one. As we look at the Panther Racing McLaren there, I do like to see the McLaren on track. I think it is one of the most interesting looking cars out there. Quite a few not choosing to come out on track and just take a breather and compose themselves before that crazy 15 minutes of qualifying. And here we go, folks. Who will be the first out? Nobody wants to go. Well, everybody wants to go. And we are underway. And first to go out is Atim Gren for the Spider GT team in the 911 there. And just for HK90. Oh! As we see the R8 getting it a little bit wiggly on his outlap. A little bit of lag I see as everyone's bunched up. Hopefully that'll ease out once everyone gets a little bit of space around them. I see on it there in P3. CLR Racing R8 there. Closely followed by the Aquapax Racing 911. And we've got Walter in the purple poison racing. I'm going to just add the extra purple just because it makes it a bit more interesting to say. So like a lyrical challenge. And we have the second of the Finnish racing teams there with the blue roof and blue spoiler. Created himself a little bit of space for his first flying lap, like a few of them seem to be doing. GT there. Transatlantic Racing 911 team. And last but not least, the Panther Racing, the NT Panther Racing McLaren there. Soldier. So as everyone starts their first flying lap, first will be Checo. That'll please HK90, who's given a big shout out to him several times. And nice to see Alexis out there. Yeah, I think that makes a great looking GT3 car. It's closely followed by Ariana. CLR Racing R8 there. Aquapax Racing Porsche in P3 there, keeping just a bit of room, and he's got a nice target in front of him with Ariana. Oh, was that a little bit of a moment there between P1 and P2, or was it just the lag? I know I wouldn't want to be following if there was any lag. Yeah, the lag is causing some issues there. I think they'll be both trying to find themselves a little bit of space now. Ah, there we go. So car 12's lap times will be deleted from this session due to him setting the time in session 1. And we've got to presume that is going to be Ariana. Gutted. That will be disappointing for him. I'm not sure what his lap time was in session 1. I'm sure it wasn't quite what he was capable of. So we do have the first time, and it is Walter with the quickest lap so far with a 2:18.5, but we do know that there was a bit of a coming together. It's not great for Checo here. He has come into the pit, so he's going to have to do another outlap. That's pretty much another flying lap he's lost. For 2:15.9 now by Hodgson GT for the Transatlantic Racing team there. Not a bad opening lap. Slower than session 1, but still plenty of time to go, and he has got 8 tenths clear of Finland racers in P2 there with a 2:16.8, which seems to be roughly an average here, is in the mid to high 2:16s. VNT Panther McLaren there with a 2:17.0. Then we have the Purple Poison Racing guys with a 2:18.5, but we do know there was a little coming together for the GT Morocco team. And the CLR Ray Racing, driven by Ariana, whose time is not going to count, unfortunately, but with the time he's done so far, I don't think he'll be that bothered. The Apex Racing in P5 with the 2:19.9, but already half a second up. And what's happened? To the Spider GT car, a 2:50, so he must have had a bit of an off last lap, or did he pit possibly at the end of lap one? And Honor has left the room. It was 2:16.3 in session one, which certainly not going to set the world on fire, but it's not a bad time. It may be enough to get them through, we will see on the combined times at the end of the session. We'll see Walter does improve with a 2:18. 2:18 for the Purple Poison Racing. We can see Checo there for GT Morocco has got himself a nice target man there. That's a nice gap to have, to be honest with you. If he can push, he might be able to work himself into that draft and gain himself a few tenths. Let's see if the Purple Poison Racing team does play ball. As you see, the Spider GT car go up to P5 with the 2:18 dead. But it is still Hogston GT in P1 for the Transatlantic Racing Club. I've got 33 joined us on the stream now. Thanks for joining, guys. Don't forget to give the stream a like and a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do so. You'll get notifications when things go live, so you won't miss another minute of our endurance madness. Finnish races, Finland racers who are in P2 at the moment, just in front of Hogston GT. So we are looking for any improvements here. Who is that coming up to the chicane before the start finish? I'm not sure who it is. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, and it is Liam. Let's have a look, see if the Apex car can improve. And it is a 2:16.7, takes him up to P3. 0.08 of a second now in front of P4. The VNT Panther Racing McLaren with a 2:16.7 last time round. But there's quite a lot just finishing the laps. Checo does improve a 2:18.8 for the GT Morocco team. Currently in P7. P6, the Poison Racing team with a 2:18.1 in P5 for the Spider GT with a 2:18 dead. And P4 we've just seen. So we should have 1 and 2 have crossed the line, a 2:16.1. Last time round for the Finland racers. And a 2:15.5 for Hogston GT, the Transatlantic Porsche there. And over a 10th purple, and he's got a fantastic marker in front of him with the Finland racers BMW. So can the 93 Porsche improve again? Or is he going to get caught in traffic? This isn't looking good traffic-wise here. They might have to sit back. Actually, it could work out pretty well here if the Poison Racing Porsche keeps the toe down. Yeah, I see the striping is very much 80s. Indeed, in that TAC there, that could be used as a reverse decal as well on the side. I do like reverse decals, they are nice. There is a lot of work gone into that livery when you look close, because every bit of that design is a decal. Oh, what a big moment there, and he's gone wide. And I think we will just get one more flying lap in, possibly. Checo does improve with the 2:17 there. Is it put him up? It's put him up to P6. Or the GT Morocco team with the 2:17.8. Unfortunately, this does put the Poison Racing Porsche down into P7 with that 2:18.1. I think for some of these it may be their last flying lap. Will they get another one in? I don't think so. I'm not sure on the time limit. You know, Hogston did go in the pits. Let's have a look at the Aquapax Porsche, shall we? See if he's pushing on, so we know a few of them had incidents that lap, so they've taken a little breather, recompose themselves. He's half a second up here. But he does need 8 tenths to get up to P4. Remember, it is the combined times of the top 9 teams that will go through to qualifying next week. So it's the Aquapax Porsche. It's not, it's the Spider GT team. I do apologise, teams. Aquapax Porsche is sitting comfortably in P3 at the moment. With that 2:16.7, this is just about to start a fresh lap. I did a 2:16.9 last time round, which would have still put him in P4. Oh, the water does improve and he's got up to P6. Pushing the Spider GT down, back down to P7. We know it was half a second up, it's only 900ths of a second, the difference between P6 and P7. And that may be it for the Poison Racing team. Oh, and it's a 2:17 dead, takes him up to 5th. Good luck there by Spider GT, a big improvement. By over 6/10 of a second. Can GT Morocco answer? It's getting faster and faster every lap, so you never know. Hogston GT comfortable with a half a second lead in P1 over the Finland racers in P2. Aquapax Racing in P3. And that is him done. Can the Panther Team McLaren improve? He's got over 2 tenths in front of P5. The Spider GT team, who in turn has got 3 tenths over the GT Morocco team and 2 tenths in turn for the Poison Racing team. So Hogston GT will be the first to take the line for the Transatlantic Racing Porsche. doesn't quite improve the 2:15.6, but it still would have been enough to be quickest in the session. Who was that coming behind him? I can't see any improvements coming through. Oh, we have a 2:16 there for the McLaren. So Panther up to P3 and knocking Aquapax Racing down to P4. P5 is still Spider GT, but he has still got a couple of corners to go. And GT Morocco does not improve, and neither does Poison Racing. So it is all down to Liam at the minute to make any difference. No, it's not down to Liam, is it? Who is it down to? P5, isn't it? No, it's P5. Oh, no, it was P4. And he did improve with the 2:16.6 at the death. So there you have it, Hogston GT in P1 for the Transatlantic Racing Boys in the Porsche RSR, with a 2:15.5 in P1 in P2 for the Finland Racers, a 2:16.1 there. P3 for Panther and McLaren, 2:16.4. Spider GT in P4 with a 2:16.6. Aquapax Racing in P5 the 2:16.7. GT Morocco in P6 with a 2:17.3. Poison Racing P7 2:17.5. And a deleted time of 2:22 by Ariana, who had a 2:16.2 in the first stint. Right, everyone take a breather. I am going to do the same. I'm just going to open a window in here because it's like an oven. And we'll be back for part 3. So looking like a very close battle for these 9 spots. I do feel sorry for these people that put the time and effort in that don't make the cut. Well, hey, the line has to be drawn somewhere. All the time and effort, the practice, the liveries. It's such a shame, but hey, that's racing. We're just waiting for one player change, I believe, for the GT Morocco team. Unfortunately, you can't kick anybody here because they won't get back in, and he does have to come in for his second stint later on. I'm not sure what they will do there if he doesn't leave shortly. But let's have a look who we have got. And he goes now, perfect. As things will get underway soon. I'm not sure what they're going to do with Ariana. Is he going to come in this one or the next one? I don't think it really matters because his time was set, and I think it's still good enough to put him in the top half so far. Look at them ratings, A+, 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 A, then B, and my lonely B there at the bottom as well. Oh, and Philo is on track this time. Now he's already qualified, haven't they? So, and we are underway. Oh, we've got my friend Welshie for the MRL team. And Duke going out on mediums. Not ideal for qualifying. But with 15 minutes, he will have time to come in and change his tyres and get out. Let's just Philo out first. I've been racing with since the very early GT days, since I first joined the team. He was actually a teammate of mine in my first competitive race, against another team at least, and he won every race. Surprise, surprise. Some things don't change. He's still an awesomely quick driver. The track design AMG team. Session 3 is well underway. Finnish Racers 66 car there. And another friend of mine in P3 there, Welshie, for the MRL team. Tavanilla Racing team. Who we got in there? We've got Caparaman, who was on the stream earlier. And we have, oh yes, the Huracan, the Syndicate Sector Racing team. Except we have just changed to the Clockwork Motorsport team. I think somebody has dropped into the pits, maybe, I don't know. P6 we have Duke. Or the Italia Course team. He's got to get a quick time under his belt. The distinct Simmon. Syndicate Racing team, who did drop all the way to the back. Did he have a moment there, or was he just making himself some room? Oh! but not a good start to his lap. Unusual to see mistakes like that, but let's go with Philo because he will be the first one through. And he will be quick out of the box. Somebody leaving the room there, perhaps they're in the lobby at the wrong time. Well, the number 5 AMG car setting the pace. So we do, hardly looks like he's rushing or pushing, nothing, using nose to the curb. But looking very smooth there from Philo. Keeping the revs low, keeping the car in line, getting on the power as early as possible, but nice and smooth. No wheel spin, no tyre screech. Pretty much driven to perfection here. Oh, this should at least be a mid to low 215. Maybe even quicker, but I'm going to go with a low 215 for his first lapping. See, it's like I know what I'm talking about occasionally. Well, let's see how the finished races compare. A 250. Oh, it's almost identical times. Only 0.003 of a second between them two. What can Welshie do? He does a 216.3. That puts him down into P4. As Capraman takes that spot instantly. Let's have another racing team with a 216.1. In P4, we have the Clockwork Motorsport team with a 216.2, pushing Welshie down to P5 for MRL. P6 Duke with a 218.3. This is not looking good for the Italia Course team. And we know Distinct Simming for the Syndicate Racing team. He's only just starting his first flying lap after dropping back into the pits. The battle for P1 between Finland racers and track design. Calling P3 for the Tavernello racing team is Caparaman. Yeah, it was a big moment for Simming there. We've still got 27 people with us on the stream currently. Again, everyone, thanks for joining. We do appreciate your support. Even on this, just a pre-qualifying session. We'll see Capraman improving by 1.5 tenths or 1500s, whichever way you like to say it. Some more join us online, and please don't forget to give the stream a big thumbs up, please. I'm going to do it now because I haven't done it yet, which I should, as it's my own stream. Now let's give it a refresh and see how many thumbs up we've got. If you haven't clicked that like button, please do. The more likes we get, basically the better I feel. Oh, a 2:15.7 there from Capramano, a big improvement. Improved by nearly half a second. Duke has improved up to P6 for the Italia Course team with a 2:17.4. Did Welshie improve? No, he didn't, but he was only just outside his previous best. Oh, but somebody just improved. It was Simming. Straight into the 2:14s with a 2:14.9, so it shows what he can do when he keeps it in a straight line. Fantastic time there from the Syndicate Racing guys. That Lamborghini is an amazingly quick car when you can get your head around it. It's not the easiest to drive, it can be a little understeering and oversteering. which is a very strange combination, I know, a bit like the R8 can be similar. The Finland race is currently in P2 with a 2:15 dead last time round, so it did improve in time, but not a place. And Philo must have ducked into the pits, so he's on an outlap. Must have had a moment on his second flyer, but he has dropped him behind Distinct Simmer, which is definitely worse places to be. We should have a nice target and a good draft if he can get close enough. But he's still got a comfortable 4/10 between himself and Captain Man in P4. P5, currently the Clockwork Motorsport M6. The 57 car there, driven by Harry Mop. Sounds right to me. Or Hairy Bop. .216.2 last time round, but we do have some cars coming through in front of him. I'm sure one of them was Welshie. Let's have a look what Welshie can do. Can he improve? Definitely not, but he will be starting another flyer now. So he was just composing himself. 1 and 2. Duke does improve the 2:17.3. Not sure it'll be enough, but every lap quicker and quicker. And it's going to be another improvement with a 2:14.6 there for the Sector Syndicate team. But did Philo improve? Because he was 5 minutes on an outlap, wasn't he? Of course he was. Finland race still at the start of a lap. But he will be the next one through, so we might as well stay here and see if he is improving. If not, we will flick through the order quickly. We are 9 minutes into this 15-minute session, 10 minutes. So we do have at least 8 likes at the moment. That means there are 20 of us watching right now, so please hit that like button. Yeah, somebody did. We got 9 now. As we come round to where we actually get another sector timing, is there going to be any improvement? No, he's 98 thousandths down, but can he make any tied up in the last chicane? Let's have a look, see if anybody else improves. Philo in the pits again. So another moment from Philo. He should be comfortable in P3. With that 4/10 gap between himself and P4. But you never know. Anything can happen. Looks like a decent time. 2:16.4 there, still 2/10 off his best. But we'll get another 1, maybe 2 laps in. Who is that at the top there? So Duke's still with that 2:17.3 best, leaves him in P7 at the moment. Competition is high. Capperman looked like he had a bit of a lap off last time round as well with that 2:19. Was it a moment, or was he just composing himself like a few people have seemed to do? Take a lap off and then nail it again the next lap. except for this man here, because when he has completed a lap, every lap so far has been in the 2:14s. Stick racing guys really must have some fast guys in their ranks. Who is it we have coming up to the line first? Let's have a flick through. It is indeed the Finland racers. Can they finally break into the 2:14s? They've been so close. And he was only thousandths off at the first checkpoint. I think he's going to do it just. Oh, so close. Doesn't improve, but only by 16 thousandths of a second. But oh, good time there from Capraman as well in P4. He does improve. And who else did? Oh yeah, P5 as well. So a 2:15.4 there in P4 for Capraman and the Tavanello Racing Team. That stands them in good stead. P5 there, the Clockwork Motorsport team with a 2:16.1. Is it going to be enough? It's going to be so tight. As you see, Capraman, that is him done. Over a 10th down on his best time. That is not a good start. It's not going to be the start he wanted for the lap. What can Philo do? Because we know he went back to the pits, didn't he? Not sure who that is in front of him. Is it Duke? No, it's not. It is Walshy. Walshy needs something here, and I don't think he's going to get it. It's going to be another 2:17, I think. Yeah, 2:17.1. There we see Philo just behind, and he doesn't improve. And the first to take the checkered flag. Oh, where are we with the rest of the field? Let's see. Will be the Finland racers the next to take the flag. Already comfortable in P2, but nearly half a second behind the Sector Syndicate Racing Team. See the flames spitting out there from the bottom of the M6. Powerful car, the M6. Does have a lot of grunt. And he doesn't improve. The 2:15.4 last time round. Didn't quite break the 2:14s, but so close. But who have we got behind? Wait, no, he's already bailed out of the lap. Nobody else improving at the moment. No improvement there, and Simmon bins it on the last corner. Now, was that deliberate or was it just a bit of fun? It looks like a bit of fun. Now he's just showing off. So there you have it. Session 3 comes to a close. And let's get the lap times up. Oh, it was the Sector Syndicate team in P1 with Distinct Simmon there with a 2:14.6. Stunning lap time there. And the Finland racers in P2, 2:15 dead. Twice he done that time pretty much. So close to the 2:14s, a 2:15.3 there by Philo for the track design team. P4 was the Tavanello Racing Team with a 2:15.4 from Caparaman. The Clockwork Motorsport team in P5 with a 2:16.1. Walshy in P6 for the MRL team with a 2:16.3. And last but not least, it was Duke for the Italia course team with a 2:16.8. So shortly we'll be on to the fourth and final session. And we'll just have a little switch round of drivers one last time and get this last pre-qualifying session underway as soon as possible. Stay tuned, we'll be back with more qualifying very shortly. Looks like it's going to be a pretty quick turnaround this time. Everyone seems to have got the hang of it now. Who comes and who goes. And it shouldn't take us long to get this session underway for the fourth and final session of the day. Again, don't forget to give the ERF channel a like and a subscribe. If you are following the channel, we do appreciate your support. The hard work of the small team that run this group. Big hats off to you lads, a lot of organising. And it's amazing how much interest you guys do generate. These events always packed out to the point when we have to run pre-qualifying because there's unfortunately not enough spaces for everybody on the grid. Hopefully Gran Turismo 8 will get at least 20 drivers on the grid when we do finally get rid of the cross compatibility. Because apparently, according to Kaz himself, that is the only issue at the moment. Otherwise we could have 20 car grids, which we know it can handle because we do see it in dailies and certainly the nations events, etc. and that, so we know the system and the servers can handle it. Transatlantic Porsche here, driven by, it's Mr. Bananas again, Mad Bananas, yes! I know that's not what it says, but it's what I call him. And thank you very much. Always happy to help. So let's see who else we have. Oh, it is the Purple Poison Porsche. It's driven by Marek Cairo. I like that livery as well. In fact, I like all the liveries. It's Dylan this time for the CLR Ray Racing. After on, I didn't quite put down the time he was capable of because he joined the wrong session, but at least he got a 2:16.2 in. Let's hope that's enough, and let's hope Dylan can put him through. Then we have the second of the Finland racers. Got to stop saying Finnish. Driven by Razor. These guys have got some seriously quick guys in their ranks as well, so do not count the BMW M6 out. Oh, with the Panther Motorsport McLaren there. This time we've got Yari Priem 96, and that probably is his birth year. That makes me feel really old. In the 58 McLaren there. Ah, the GT Morocco team are back with us. With Ovic. It was on the stream earlier, I'm sure I saw that name. Now we have AXR Splash. Aquapac's racing there. Splash that Aqua. I get what you're saying about the jump to pits, etc. The donuts kind of thing, it was after the event, it was the very last car to cross the line, so yeah, in a sense you are right. It's something in previous groups we did not allow the donuts and stuff, but the jump to pits, it's certainly not an advantage, is it? Because you have got to do an outlap again. If you carried on the lap, well, yeah, I suppose if there's damage created, I can see your point. If not, then a jump to the pits actually really isn't a benefit, apart from being able to get yourself in a rhythm again and perhaps find yourself a little bit of space. Yeah, but that's up to the organisers more so than myself. That's just my opinion, buddy. But yeah, I do get what you're saying. To make it as realistic as possible, then yeah. And I totally get what you're saying. Alright, so let's see who we have got out first. Certainly not Dylan, and it is the Panther and McLaren out first. And we have the Finland racers. MP2, the Bourbon Boys and Porsche, MP3, B4 CLR Ray Racing R8, the 72 car there, or is it 12? It's 12, isn't it? Yes. Then Mad Bananas, the Transatlantic Racing Boys. Then GT Morocco in P6 and Aquabats P7. Jump to the front. So with the first person to start the flying lap. Red flag. So does this mean everybody off track? Oh, it's a restart. Somebody wasn't on track. I think it was the Syndicate Racing. I think it was a Mercedes that I saw. Definitely one of the Syndicate Racing guys. Oh, opening a new lobby. Oh, that's not great. Well, sorry about this, guys. We'll have this session back up and running as quick as possible. Car 47 for the CLRA Racing. So that'll be the AMG, won't it? Yes, it will be indeed. Car 47 couldn't join the lobby. So just bear with us for a couple of seconds, guys. I would sing you a tune, but yeah, we'll leave that for Jaeger. And professionally done how quick that lobby was back up, and we have full bars, so hopefully no issues now, and we'll get this session underway as quick as possible. And everybody straight back in as well already. Thankfully that's gone smoothly and quickly. Again, apologies to everybody for that. I imagine it was something out of our control, but who knows? Finland Racing Team Underdogs, hardly. They're like a country of aliens, aren't they, the Finnish? Right, let's just get all our settings adjusted. So, for the 58th time today, and we are go. And it looks like everyone's leaving in a very similar order as well. It is the Panther team out first. Hopefully that isn't a 3-second penalty. I think you're alright with just crossing the line with 2 wheels. I'm not sure if pit penalties are on, to be honest with you. So let's have a look at who we didn't have. It was ERA Adriano in P4. It's the CLRA Racing 47 car, the AMG there. So as we go around the out lap again, it's very similar order to last time. Here's the Panthera guys in P1. We will be the first to start their flying lap and set the benchmark for the rest of the session. Had a good session last time out. I think they finished P4. Well, it might have even been P3 in the end, so they had a good final lap. see a nice fade across that car from the dark blue to the light blue. Nicely done. As everyone starts their first official flying lap of session 4. Racing Mad Bananas there, got a lovely marker there in the anti-Panther McLaren, a great marker and a nice gap. Who knows if he's making time, and he should be able to grab a bit of draft in that final straight. CLR Ray car there in P3, the reason for the restart. There was more to it than that though, because he had to close the lobby and reopen it. Yeah, the Poison Racing Porsche with the second of the CLR Ray cars behind him with Dylan at the wheel. Oh, that was a nice transition from camera as well, wasn't it? We have the Aquapax car in P6. The 14 Porsche there, driven by his AXR Splash. Finland races in P7 with Razor, keep an eye on that car, and last but not least the GT Morocco car in P8, driven by Ovich. So let's see how much Mad Bananas gives himself a gap between himself and P1. Now that is a lovely gap. Same time, P1, it is always nice to have a clear track in front of you. You can concentrate and just run your own lines, no distractions. With a 2:16.8 there. Mad Bananas at a 2:16.6. Only with the fastest time. Oh, only for a second though, but as we see the Aquapax Porsche go up to P1 from AXR Splash with a 2:16.5. Racer in P2 the 2:16.5, also only 10 thousandths of a second between P1 and 2 currently. Very tight at the top here. Let's have a look at who else did what. P5, the CLR Ray 47 car there with a 2:16.9. Closely followed, well, not that closely, 1.7 seconds back to the GT Morocco car there with the 2:18.7. Marek Cairo with the 2:19.5 in the Poison Racing Porsche. And last but not least, Dylan in the second CLR car, number 12 R8 there with a 2:23. Obviously had a bit of a moment. Jump back to P4, who should still be at the head of the group. And coming into the final sector, is he going to be purple? Because these guys at the front are very close, only 0.3 of a second between P4 and P1. And he's 0.3 down on his best time. But does it look like Mad Bananas? He's a little bit closer, and he's going to have a nice draft down there. As we see Dylan into the pits, did he pick up some damage that lap? He's not having a good run at the moment, Dylan. Things not going right. Already 6 minutes into this session, so still another 8.5 minutes to go. Well, let's see if we do see any improvement for either of these two. I don't think we will from P4. About P3, no, a 10th outside his best. Oh, but we do see an improvement, and up to P1 goes the CLR Ray car with a 2:16.3. the number 47 AMG, and instantly pipped by the Finland racers with the 2:16.2 driven by Razor. Times are slowly picking up. We will certainly be down into the 2:15s again. Like anybody else improve that lap, or we'll have a good old 2:17.8 there from Ovic. Or the GT Morocco team putting him up to P6. He's got 1.6 seconds over P7 Marikairo. And the Poison Racing Team Porsche, the number 46 car there. And with the Italian flag, I guarantee that's a Rossi tribute. And there's nothing wrong with that. As you see the Aquasplash car making its way past. It's commonly running it in P3 with AXR Splash for the 2:16.5 on his first flying lap. That may have put him off a little, having to make a little bit of a move. Hopefully it won't have cost him too much time, if any. When you're in the right light there, you can see the 3-3. Oh, as we see the Finland racers off there in the background. Let's have a look what went on there, shall we? Oh, he's just run a little bit wide and got onto the AstroTurf. It is lethal for AstroTurf, especially if you try and get back on the track. You're best just to run along it. We've all done that though. If you've raced bar more than twice, you've definitely done that at some point. But the gap at the moment, only 87 thousandths of a second between P1 and P2. The fastest time now at 2:16.1. And the 47 CLR raid car really on it at the moment. You can see the difference when we watch this car to when we spent a lap with Philo. He looks a lot more on the edge. He looks faster, but he's nearly a second off what Philo did in that third session. No, just because it looks fast doesn't always mean it is. It is still fast, but yeah. So 3/10 off this lap, so I can't see an improvement this lap from Brazers. Let's see who we've got on the last sector. Here we go, it is Yari, and who else? Not Ovic. Oh, it is Dylan, so Dylan finally getting to put a time down. Looking like it's going to be a 2:16 here. No, 2:15 maybe? No. Oh, 2:15.9 taken instantly to the top of the pole by 0.2 of a second. As we see, Yari didn't improve and looked like he ran a little bit wide there into turn 1. Oh, the Panthera team. Let's see what happened there, shall we? Did he go deep? It looks it. No, good exit. Just my imagination. Must have just been the angle, but now I've got to turn all the bloody information off at the bottom again. Oh, and we have got people right on the finish line, so let's see who we have got. Anybody improving? Everybody I'm pressing is there we go. Let's have a look. No, still a 2:17.8 last time round. 12 minutes into this session. And Most of these guys are only going to get one, possibly two more flying laps, depending on where they are through this one. Well, everyone should get two actually, shouldn't they? They're all pretty damn quick. At the back, Marek Cairo. Punishing them tyres, trying to force it to fit. Sometimes that doesn't make it quicker. Well, always it doesn't make it quicker. But our fastest man of the session so far, Dylan, in the CLR R8 there, the number 12 car, comfortably at the top by over 0.2 of a second. Can he improve again? I think he can. At 2:15.1. Good time set there. Does Yari improve in P4 at 2:16.4? Only 1.3 seconds off the lead and 61 thousandths of a second in front of AXR Splash. Who else? Is Banana's going to be next across the line? To 16.6. Who's behind him? Not sure who was behind him. It was Splash. This looks like a decent lap. Any improvement? Yes, 2:16.5 and up to P5 for the Aquapacks boys. And girls, possibly. He's only got 44 thousandths of a second between himself and P6. Who else is crossing the line? No improvement there from Ovic this time round. And no improvement from the Purple Boys of Porsche. Razor, what can he do? 2:16 dead last time round, so he does improve in time, but not a place. 24 thousandths of a second between himself and Adriano in P3 in the 47 CLR Ray Racing AMG. FRL just saying hi. Well, here's a hi back from me. Hi. Glad you can join us. And again, I'm going to say one more time and for the last time, please give the stream a thumbs up. We'd really do appreciate your support, guys. As we see who is it at the end of the lap. It is CLR Racing Dylan taking the checkered flag first with that 2:15.1 and P4. In P4, the McLaren Panther Racing with that 2:16.4. Can he stay in P4 though? Who else have we got coming up behind him? Oh, we've got a few in the pits, look. You, so it must be. Oh, it is Bananas. Can he improve? He needs this. I don't think it's going to be enough. He does improve in time and goes up to P4. Good lap there from Bananas and the Transatlantic Racing guys. But who have we got next? It wasn't Razor. Who was it? I'm all over the place. Oh, it was Aquasplash who doesn't improve, stays in P6. Marek does not improve for Poison Racing either. Ovic not going to improve, so it's only Razor, and he's currently safe in P2 anyway. And does not improve. So that is everybody apart from the guys in the pits, I think, taking the checkered flag. So it does mean we'll have to see the timer out. Well, with the 2:15.1 set by Dylan. Excellent time there for the 12 CLR Ray Racing R8 there. And will that be enough to take them through? You would think so. P2 Finland Racers with Razor with that 216 dead being enough for P2 in this round. The 47 CLR car in P3. The transatlantic Porsche there in P4 with that 216.2. P5 the Panther and McLaren with the 216.4. P6 Aquapax with that 216.5. So a quick rundown again. It is CLR Ray in P1 with that 215.1. Finland Racing in P2 with the 216.0. CLR Ray in P3 with a 216.1. Transatlantic Racing P4 with 216.2. Panther Racing P5 with 216.4. Aquapax Racing in 6, 216.5. GT Morocco the 217.8 in P7, and last but not least, the Purple Poison Porsche with a 219.5. Well, thanks everybody for tuning into this pre-qualifying event. The main event is next weekend, Friday through Sunday, with Saturday through Sunday. I will be corrected, but it's all on Discord. Don't forget to tune in. The results of this obviously will be posted as soon as the calculations are done. And knowing these guys, it wouldn't surprise me if it's already well underway and will be up within a few minutes. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Again, like, follow and subscribe. And we'll see you all next weekend. I'm Ponyboy, and enjoy your weekend.